Hello everybody, it's SuffolkBlue, all the way from merry old England. How the devil are you? I hope you're well. Welcome to Thursday, welcome to day 4 of our week-long City Skyline birthday celebration. It is my 1-year anniversary as a YouTuber, so we're celebrating with a week-long City Skyline. That car just ploughed through all of those people at that bus stop. Did you see that? That's disgraceful. This is my 1-year anniversary as a YouTuber. We're celebrating with a City Skyline, week load of City Skyline. Last episode, we plopped in our station. We plopped it in. It's a technical term for city developers. We plopped it in. We have put in this metro, but apparently these are all like buses. Even though under the ground is a much faster. Look at all these people that are going to pile out. How many are going to come out? Wow, so many people. Might need some more buses, peeps. But we've put in a new metro, but people just don't seem to. Instead, they seem to get in their cars, which is rather unfortunate, but I don't really understand why. It is right next door. It's very, very close. But I haven't seen anyone go in. Oh! There. One person has decided to use my metro system. Here come the buses all the way down the road. I can see them approaching. That's a bus. That's a bug spray van, that is. Where's my buses? Here they come. They're not full. Hopefully they're going to stay reasonably empty to deal with all of these people at the station. But yes, today's episode, though, we need to look at dealing with some of this residential and commercial demand. So in order to do that, we are going to have to build up some new areas. These trains are coming in so thick and fast. Look at it! Please, somebody go into my... I just don't think you're all going to fit on these buses. I might have to increase the money of that one, maybe. I don't know whether I can, but I'd like to. Let's come over here. So many people using our bus service. Incredible. Right, demand. We were looking at demands. We had, however, some issues, both with water treatment and sewage. Now, we can deal with the sewage a little bit cleverly now, because we have 133,000. If we come down here, we've now got the new sewage plants. Let's just pause for a second. Now, how much does this deal with? It deals with 160,000 cubic meters a week. This deals with 120 cubes. So it's going to be bigger. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. So you need 6 of them for an extra one of these, basically. Noise pollution 15. Pollution is 0, though. Noise pollution 10. So, if we were to put on... Oh, hold on. We're actually going to buy this piece of land, aren't we? Let's do that first. We're going to buy this piece of land. Purchase for 11,000. Excellent. Let's go back in. There we go. We've now bought this piece of land. I'm sort of intending to put our sewage right down, because this leads out to sea. So I'm sort of intending to put our sewage as far down this coast as possible. Probably by these outlets, actually. So let's do that. How much are these? I think we can afford a couple. Okay. That looks pretty good. Now let's connect them up with the pipes. 1, 2, 3. Let's connect them up with electricery. Okay. Put another one in for luck, because I think we're going to need a little bit more than the 3, because we're going to demolish those 3 in the second. Put another couple in. Are they connected by pipes? I think they are. Let's unpause and let's see what that does for our treatment capacity. And we're going to need to... Are they going? Are they going? They are... going! Beautiful. And then what we're going to do, our sewage capacity has just gone crazy. We are going to delete these ones. See what that does to sewage treatment levels in a second. Shouldn't do a great deal, but it just moves the worst of the pollution from away from the city a little bit and further down out towards the sea. There we go. Sewage is in, sewage is done, not a problem anymore. Water is a problem though. For the meantime, before we really start work on that whole reservoir jobby, I'm just going to put in some more here. Just while we wait for that, I'm going to put in a couple. Because we've got some thirsty people. And let's connect them up to pipes. There we go. And let's just shut that down. Oops. There we go. That's what I wanted open. Water's fine. Now, electricery. Yes, it's a problem. With our electricery, though, I mean, we have got the Whopping Great Dam. However, we can't really afford it at the moment, I don't think, in terms of being able to build it. 2,000 per cell. I don't think we're going to be able to afford that just yet. But we can put an oil power plant, which is less polluting, about the same, cost 50,000. We can afford another oil one in, maybe. And I think we're sort of going to have to for the time being. We've got some space next door over here anyway. Next door to our metro line. Can't really put it anywhere else. We'll do that for now. Again, all of this is temporary because what I want to be able to do is move some of this over into this area once we get the reservoir sort of built. This is emptying. This is 2% full. This is 74% full now. It's not full anymore. But hopefully that's emptying itself down. That doesn't look too bad. I might put in... what have we got over here? This is 26% full. Let me put another incinerator in over here. Oh, we can't afford it just yet. How much are they? 30,000. Okay, we can... what about crematoriums? 25,000. Okay, we'll let the money build. Let the money... how can there be a dead person waiting for transit next door here? How is that even a thing? You better come and get this dead person, Mr. Hearst. Picking up a dead person from the residents. Thank you. Thank you. Good. That's that dealt with. Got some more burnt out buildings in the middle here. What is our fire coverage like in the middle here? Should be okay. So maybe it's just traffic that's doing that. Just clear that out. Good. Oh, there's another one in here somewhere. Any more over here which are burnt out that I can't do anything with? Not that I can see. Okay, good. Good, good, good. So, how much extra green do we think we're going to need? Because I'm looking at building out over this side. Thinking about building out over this side. Which side, you see? Because this is the thing, you've got to plan all this out. I mean, I could actually probably just finish this part off down here and put another section of green in. I think we'll do that. We'll do that. Let's shut that down. All of our main services seem okay. We need some more. We need another incinerator, though. I do want an incinerator. I am putting one in. Stuff it. And we're going to put it in over here somewhere, if I can. Don't be awkward. Where would be the most out of the way? Because he wouldn't be able to collect, he wouldn't be able to get there very easily, that's the thing. So ideally you'd put it where the church is. But we don't have that as an ideal, so we can't. Oh, just in there, look. Bing! And empty. Now with a bit of luck, this is going to empty a load of pollution out, unfortunately for these people, but that's just the way it goes. Okay. Lots of abandonment, that's not a problem. We do have, though, we do have a bit of the residential demands, so let's put that in straight away. We're going to come down, we've got straights on at the moment, which is fine. Does that connect? It does. There we go. I'm going to go crossways this time, I think. If I was to come down there, would it cover it? Nah, it would. Sort of has to happen, really. Again, we're not helping ourselves in terms of traffic, though. Believe me. One up. Close but no cigar. There we go. And that does leave... Oh, you know what I should have done? I should have left a gap in the middle. I think we'd like a park in there, actually. Thinking about mindful of that. No. It's close, but unfortunately it's not a straight line because of the topography, so we'll just put that in like that, which is fine. I want to put in something like this. Another big old park. To help with the land values in this area, really. Boom. There we go. What about the water supply in this area? Have we put any in? We have not. 8,000 is our cash. Got to keep an eye on that. And there. And there. We've got a little sliver in the middle there. That wasn't unfortunate, but there we go. We've fixed that. Brilliant. Let's go straight into our dense commercial, dense residential. I mean, drag it from here and across, like so. I'm then going to put in our ordinary commercial here. Brilliant. So that's hopefully we'll deal with both of those. Our industry demand is rising a tad. I'm wondering whether some of these, yeah, they look a little less now, so maybe that is helping. It's helping a little bit, a huge amount of gap in it, but I don't really want to waste that space, so we're going to keep using that as agriculture for the foreseeable future. Let's have a look here. I'm interested about whether I've done something wrong with my metro. We get 90, we only get 90 users. 43, 50 southbound, 43 northbound. I don't know whether when I moved that station last time, whether I've broken anything, but I don't think I have. You can see the little people underground, like these little red spots here. These are waiting for a southbound train. It's just a shame that these guys think to themselves, nah, we're not going to wait here, we're waiting for a bus, where they really could just pile in here and get delivered at the next stop, but apparently not. I wonder if that will improve as time goes on, maybe, maybe not. We shall see. Oh, they are going in there now. Look, there's a little steady stream of people going in now. There wasn't before, was there? Look at them. Oh, well, yes, okay. They are using it a bit more then. That can only be a good thing. Are these the tourists or are these people? Don't think you can tell. You can just see when all the people come streaming off. You can't really see what that actually means or looks like. But they are coming down and they are green. So these are going northbound. Are they? Southbound. Southbound. They're going southbound. Good. Okay, well they are using it then. I'm going to ignore myself. I kept doubting myself, but apparently I haven't broken anything. So that's all working fine. We just need to find a way of getting people to stop doing quite as much queuing for buses and use this more. Don't know necessarily. What if we put some trees around this edge to make it look a bit pretty? Right by the railway line. There we go. Just to pretty it up. Yeah, they are using it. We've got plenty of people on the buses as well, but they are using it. And maybe once the bus stop's empty, maybe more people will go straight down. Don't know. It's difficult to know, but there we go. We're moving everyone around. No one's left at the bus stop. That's the main thing. People aren't getting to where they need to go. Excellent. Okay, well we'll leave that alone. That seems to be working. We're going to buy... We have just bought this piece of land out here, haven't we? So let's finish off this railway line, because that way we'll have railway lines going to two places. This one and this one. I'm going to pull this across. Probably to about here. Let's go on a curve. Something like that. And then normally I probably would pull something like this as well. But apparently it's too close to that bridge, I think. There we go. So we can either have them coming off the bridge and straight round, or they can come up and straight off, or they can keep going straight on. That sort of works. I don't know necessarily how slow they'll have to go around that corner. He doesn't really slow down a great deal. Joins the main line, and off they go. Beautiful. So we have connected up that whole piece now. Hopefully that will bring in lots of new people for us. Let's put in... We've got a little bit of commercial demand. Let's make use of using this one, I think. It's only 3. I don't know what we can fit on a 3. But let's plunk some stuff in down here all the way along. We won't get anything on the 1 stuff, I don't think, but we have got a little bit of demand, so we can always put in... Yeah, there we go. It's enough space for little things just around the edges, little shops, little bits and pieces. It all helps. And then the main thing is to be able to cross this road, or cross this railway line, sorry, onto the other side of town. We'll have to go over by a road bridge. I don't want anything going over by crossing, because that really does slow everything down. So, we will have to bring, I think... That sort of marks the end of the main road that goes all the way through from top to bottom. And because these are so close, I don't think we can take it from here. What we can do, I think, if we take it from here, maybe... Are we on straight? We are. 2, 3, 4 to there. This is the one, I think, which will end up going over. Actually, we'll have to go back a little bit, I think. And from there, page up. To there, page down. Something like that. Now, because of the topography, looks a little drunk. I wouldn't want to be a train driver having to go under that. That looks a little bit low. Maybe it has to go 2? Don't know. But it's certain. I mean, I think it probably is high enough for the trains. But it's because of the topography of the landscape, makes it look a little skir whiff. So I wonder if is that going to go under there easy? Oh, you've got loads of room. He's happy enough. But that's that one there, and then probably we will have to pull, I would have thought, we could probably pull one off from here. Page up. Too far out. Let's do it. Let's just... From here. Page up. Oh yeah, if you go too high, you get the archways, so we don't want to put it too high. Straight over. Page down. Something like that. That's a better bridge, by all intents and purposes. So there's 1, there's 2 over the main railway line. And I think we'd want a 3rd. Let's get it so that it is useful to us. So there. Yay! We're a grand city. We've got solar power plants, and we can have a 3rd loan. Unique buildings, still the Statue of Liberty. We're not going to put that in, that's a bit old hat, isn't it? Page up. Page down. And there's another one. These are quite long bridges for that stretch, isn't it? I wonder if that's too long. Perhaps it doesn't have to be a full length. Let's see if we can make this middle bridge, this middle part. Something like half of it, maybe? Just that much? Page down. Yeah, we don't want it as gradual as possible. I don't want it to... Something like that. What does that look like? Better. Not too bad. It does run off the edge though, doesn't it? That's the problem, I think. Now, if we were to try and connect these up, do they fit? Very nice. That one works very well. What about you? If we carry on, how much money is it going to cost me to go all the way down to here? 18. We've got loads of money. Good. So now we've crossed the railway line. What I'm thinking of doing is probably using this more, although we haven't bought the land yet. It's this part of the land. Is to use that more for lower end stuff. So we'd have still have parks and stuff, but it's slightly lower end. Put some trees along the whole of the length of the line, maybe as well, because nobody wants to live right next door to a railway line, do they? So we would sort of tree it all the way down here. Helps with the sound, I think, more than anything. Like that. Fabulous. And then if we needed to, we could add stops in if we really needed to, but I don't think we will. We'll just let the trains do long distance journeys rather than try and do the shorter stuff, because I don't think that works very well. Just fill out this bit with a bit more tree. Beautiful. A bit more tree down here as well. And down there. Brighten it up a little bit. Excellent, so that's in. Lines connected up, we've managed to cross the line. If you can hear that noise in the background, that's my dog running her feet along my headboard. It's made of wicker type thing, and she loves to move her feet along there. I don't know, it gives her some sort of thrill, but she does it an awful lot. What have we got going on over here? Crime? Multiple problems. Low land value. Yeah, I know. We could do, let's see if we got a little park, something little for them. I know there's not a lot of little parks in here. Everything's massive, but let's do that. Just to push it up a little bit, gives them somewhere to go, somewhere to do. I'm not too worried about it, to be honest. And ground is polluted. It is polluted. You're absolutely right, it is polluted. There we go, they've got a little park, that's all they're getting. Now, back over, this one's developing slowly. There's not a great deal of demand, this is the point. And you shouldn't try and force some of these things into happening, because that's where we get problems. Oh, that looks pretty cool. Let's put some bigger trees back in the middle here again. Let's fill up these with the trees that we're supposed to have. There we go. There we go. Forgot about that. They're in. Let's have a look at our university. Now, the last episode, the university looked like it wasn't really doing anything, which looked a bit worrying. No, 1,000 students, load of students. They're all in class. Excuse me. I don't know how many people... It doesn't say how many people use that station, do they? Oh, 18. Yeah. I mean, it's not the world's greatest, is it, really? 163 per week. I mean, you'd really hope that they would change. Well, what we can do, let's look at our budgets for this. Metro, I'm going to put up to 115, the same as buses. Trains can stay as they are. Let's do anything with that. And hopefully with more trains, more people will use it. We have got lots of dead people about the place, which is rather unfortunate. Let's put some crematoriums in. That was the other thing we were going to do. Let's do that straight off the bat. And I'm only going to put crematoriums in, really, next door to... the cemeteries. Sure, it makes sense, doesn't it? Well, that fits in there quite nicely. Boom. There we go. Crematorium with a cemetery. Crematorium with a cemetery. There's one over here. Next door. And you've got one up here. Because that's on a corner, isn't it? That's the problem. Opposite. There we go. Lovely. They're all very happy now. And that hopefully, if I go and have a look at our status up here, cemetery, crematorium available, huge, massive, which is sort of what we want. And hopefully they'll go out and collect all the rest of those dead bodies, but every single one of them now has got a crematorium next to it, so we don't really have to have too many going into the ground, blocking things up. But that looks pretty cool. Looks pretty sweet, doesn't it? I'm quite pleased with that. Less pleased with our people not using the appropriate route. Right, we've got 100,000. I'd quite like to have a look at the reservoir now. It's coming over here. Now, I keep talking about this place, but I want to turn this into our central sort of power processing plant. Not all our power is going to be generated here, let's be very clear. But it would be nice to be able to put in and get some good power from here. The dam sort of wants to come across. Now, we will get some flooding from this as well, but I am going to put that dam in. I know it's going to be expensive, but we're making 16,000 a month, so a week, sorry. So it should be okay. This will dry up that river a little bit, remember. You go across there in one lump. Oh, you will. I want that middle part as central as possible. So everything behind that will flood up a little bit. Or do we put it higher along here? Let's look at where the water's flowing in. Look, the water flows downhill at this point. So if we put it too high, it ain't going to have the effect that I want it to do. I think that's pretty good. There we go, it's in. Now the water behind it should rise, and the water ahead of it should drop. That's the plan. So you should see the water levels behind this dam. As you see, it's starting to flood around. Water levels in front of the dam beginning to recede. Excellent. Now let's join up these roads. These are just service roads. I want to go over the main road. Page up. Hold on, I'm going to need to go back a bit. Just while this dam gets into some sort of order. Page up. Page down. Hold on, let's get on that road. There we go. Now page up. To there. To there. Page down. There we go. It's an awkward little road, but it's got to come up from that valley. And the water levels of this tributary river will drop quite considerably, maybe even to nothing, but there will be a slipway, so when the water levels get too high on the side of the dam, it will chuck it all out, it'll spit it out. And the flooding is only really happening on this side of the dam, because this side of the dam is already higher. We'll give that lots of time to get itself prepared. It's costing us quite a lot of money, but we're going to give that plenty of time to get itself sorted itself out. Okay, we want you to come out of it. I'm going to put a curve on this. Oh, whoops, we're not going to do that. We're going to do that. And then we're going to curve it around again when we get up the top here. Sort of up there, maybe. So actually, let's go wanted to. Good. So the motorway's not affected. You can see the levels falling. This has still got a long way to go as yet. I would still expect, because of the water flow... where's my water flow? Yep. You can see the drainage is still going this way. So I'm expecting the rest of this water to flow out. And then this should all really settle down. There's still current behind the dam. And as I say, as it gets too high, it will generate a burst of electricity. Output is 48 megawatts. It's operating normally, although it doesn't necessarily mean it's producing any power, per se. Although it is. Let's... Just pulling this power in. Where are we going to pull this power in? Not that it will be producing all the time, as I said, but... Boom. Let's pull it in. Connected? Not sure whether that's connected or not. It's easy to fix though. We can just put in something like that, as we have demand for it, and hopefully that will pull us in. We mustn't knock this cable down yet either. Very nice. It's going to take a long time for that dam to get itself, and the water levels and everything to get itself prepared, I think. But its power output at the moment, as I said, is, or was, 48 watts, megawatts. And that's good. Clean water, clean energy, even. There we go, got rid of that. Excellent. So the dam is in. We'll keep an eye on that. We'll see what it does. As I say, this water level will drop. At the moment, though, it might be just constantly pumping out water, because this was level behind it. If it gets too high, it has to open the sluices. The question is how long will it take this to drop? Okay. Let's go and have a look at our sewage works. Remember, we changed our sewage works around. You can already see a lot less. This is old pollution already going out to sea. You can see there's a lot less pollution coming out of these tanks. This is being treated. So it's a lot less. There still is some, but it's a lot less. And the old pollution is already on its way out into the main bay, out to sea, leaving our city alone. Fabulous. We've got a massive commercial demand. Huge commercial demand peaking, probably for over here more than anywhere. Let's put some in. Just ordinary commercial. In fact, we're going to do all of this commercial. Why not? All the way down here. There we go. Put that in. That's good. Okay, so that's all sort of working. Might want to put some more commercial in over here. Oh, I've got a burnout house. Does fire not reach up here? Sort of, but only just. Let's put on another fire station up here, maybe. A lot less abandoned buildings in our farming area. A lot less. Which is, you know, that's as we wanted it. That's what we wanted to see. I think one of the things we're going to need to look at some point as well is a cargo train station. Do you know what I mean? Where maybe somewhere in here, within our city limits, that may not be a bad idea. You know, I shall have to think about that and see how I might do that. But, all in all, I'm quite happy, although this is on fire. I hope somebody's coming to put that out. Thank you, if you wouldn't mind. All in all, I'm pretty pleased. Let's go, can we get on a ground level? Where are we? where we are. Let's go and have a look and see where we are. Down some of these hills. These are offices, aren't they? So we're in the commercially area, I think. Fire station, fire truck, out of the way, please. Thank you. Let's go and have a look. Nice Lamborghini. There's one of the teal buses. Indie Lizard. What a great amount of detail they've spent on this. If you think about it, the amount of detail that they've put on some of these things. So this is the railway line here then, is it? Okay. Oh no, there's a train coming! Whoa! Don't mess about on railway lines, children. It's not a good idea. So this is the main street coming down to the railway station then. This is what this is here. Now I know where I am. Cities Railways. These are all the tourists and people waiting. Nice little fast food outlet next door. Little where the metro is. Just watch them get on the bus. It's amazing how they all just cram in on there. Off they go. Beautiful. Let's go this way, have a look around our map. Not quite as fast as the buses. Itsy bitsy critter. Oh, there's the bug spray people who are getting rid of insects and such for us. I don't need to worry about traffic lights, we're going to keep on going anyway. Whoops, through the buildings, not a great driver. I'm really pleased with how this is developing, actually. I think we need to put some more time into land values around some of these areas. Make it a posh area, maybe, at some point. That's the route over the railway lines. Where's the dam road? Where's the dam road? We'll go under the bridge. Well, this is the electricity from the dam, so let's go and look at the dam. Across the railway lines. Ah, there's the road to the dams over here, I think. Such a pretty game. You know, I really do feel that they've spent such a long time. So this is the road to the dam. And we go up and over the main road, quite a steep over the motorway. Down the other side. And there's the dam. What a beautiful thing. And you can see the river levels really have dropped on that side now. And if we go to this side, you can see the water levels flowing about fine. And we go to this side, and they're much, much lower. And they're continuing to drop. Fabulous. That's where we drove from. Well, that's what we intended to do. We put the dam in today. I think it's a big job. This has got a really... I wonder if I speed this up whether we can watch that water drop anymore. I think so. It does look like it's going down, although there will be water coming out of here. It's now generating 32 megawatts. It fluctuates. It depends very much on the amount of water on the other side. So some of it will go up and some of it come down. So mass amounts of water will travel through the system. But 32 megawatts is nothing much to be sneezed at the moment. But this amount of water, I think, will drop a bit further at some point. There's no backflow of this water until I think you get up there, up towards the main river tributary. So I think that's going to drop a little bit more. We've got £250,000 to spend and play with next episode, which I think we will do. And we're going to spend that down here, I think. We're going to make another residential zone. You can see we've got industries creeping up. Look at our abandoned buildings have gone. Should we put some more in? Let's put in some more agriculture. I like that. I like the thought of that. Oops. Let's do the central column. And let's do our little snake tail thing over here as well. There we go. So our agriculture is expanding. We managed to weight off that huge problem we had with uneducated workers. I think we've got that sussed now. I don't know how many we've got in terms of numbers, but elementary school is a problem. There's 19% uneducated, which apparently seems to be just about right. Sadly, as sad as that sounds. Excellent. I think we're done. Thank you very much for watching Thursday's episode of the week-long celebration of my 1 year as a YouTuber. If you've liked the video, please remember to give a like. If you've got some hints, tips, or some things you'd like me to see me do in the city skylines, or anything else really, put it in the comments. I always read them. I always try and reply wherever possible, whenever appropriate. So thanks so much for watching. You take care, and I'll see you next time.